Hey there, it's Josh again. I'm back in the mess of the knee-high stank. Okay? Knee-high stank. If you watched the first one, I was talking about the Consumer Protection Act. I was talking about Congress and the House and how they mean to do good, which they do. And, you know, we can talk about the candidates, you know, but we're not. We're going to talk about the tax plans in general, not a specific candidate. I'm going to go into the plan. I'm not going to really endorse candidate. Although I can tell you, whoever's winning the election, you know, as far as like the media coverage and the good news that comes out, you know, that kind of thing, rest assured you're pretty much, you know, that's a good indicator of which way to go, okay? You know, whatever the news is telling you, and what, you know, all these interviews and all these little dropped comments on talk shows to point you in certain directions, you know, people are getting paid salaries. They're getting paid salaries to do things, you know. And what I mean by things, I mean just say things. You got the David Letterman show, the Jay Leno show, you got all the nightly news shows. These people have contracts, and they are, believe it, they are told to say a certain amount of certain comments or sentences, and to work them in casually. Just get them in there real nice. And they're fine. They don't go overboard or anything, but as a whole they add up, and they help the American voter figure things out. Yeah, you can really figure it out. It's really cool too. You just go ahead and you watch them all, and then you don't just watch one, you know. I would never tell you to do that. The worst thing you can ever do is watch one news program. That's like that'd be like going online and going to one website only. That's basically what it'd be. It's actually worse than that, because there's so many more choices online and so many, you know, smaller, diminishing choices on television nowadays. So it'd actually be worse if you were just to watch one news station than just to go online one time. Just because you pretty much know that you're in trouble either way. So I guess that point's going to be lost. Okay, back to it though, and this is serious stuff, the tax issues. We got a 999 plan. We got a flat tax. Yeah, we got a flat tax. Flat tax. It sure sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds real good. And, you know, it can be good, and before I'm done here, I will be telling you what my plan is. My plan is going to solve everything, 100%, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I can't wait to hear these comments. I've ran this plan over 15 of my friends, and all 15 of them can't believe how good the plan is. And when you hear what I have to say about why I'm saying it, I just hope it works out, because here's the deal. Right now we have a certain amount of taxes that are paid. Forget the 1%, forget the 1%, forget the 99%. We're going to go 75-25. My percentages are going to be accurate here, okay? So the numbers, I can look these numbers up, you can look these numbers up. The numbers are always changing. You know, we had the 7th billionth baby born on October 31st, Halloween, to scare the living bejeebies out of us, because it's so scary to have 7 billion people. But you know, I'll put my life on it right now that the 7th billionth person wasn't born on October 31st, okay? We pretty much can guarantee, between me and you, we can guarantee that the 7th billionth baby was not born on October 31st. I can guarantee that for you. I'm happy to do so. Okay, moving on though. 75%, okay? 75% of the citizens of the United States pay approximately 25% of the taxes. Okay? And then the other 25%, the richest 25%, through the roof kind of money, you know, millionaire, it used to be a millionaire in 1980, okay? Figure it out today. It's not millionaire, okay? You got buddies that are making $200,000 a year. They got an $800,000 home that's worth $200,000 a year. They're underwater. They're not the reason the stuff is hitting the fans. They're not the reason. Okay, first and foremost. Just like I was talking about in the first video, about Congress not really being the problem here. Some congressmen, yes, because some are sheep. You know, sheep will follow anybody. And if you're really good at it, you can get people to follow you in about pretty much anything. And in today's congressional world, the House and the Senate, a lot of times people are welcomed in as like, you've made it. Now let me show you what it's about. You're here. Yeah, I can't wait to meet with you on these days. And then they get steered in a certain direction. And there's Tea Party people in, or I like to call them alternative, because why not? Why would we have rock music, rap music, and then alternative music? Why not have Republican, Democrat, and alternative? Alternative meaning anybody, anything, any entity of any kind that's willing to use morals and ethics above financial gain. That's basically the bottom line here. You look at the value of any House or Senate member who's been in there for 10 years, and you look at their bank account, their overall assets, the day they got elected, or 2 months before they got elected, and then you look at 10 years later, you're going to see a growth rate of someone who won the lottery. It's basically a lottery win, and that's what's happened. And so these people are looking out for their own families. They're looking out for their own bottom lines because they know the system is absolutely so corrupt that they themselves have no choice but just to get out when they get out and hope that they can somehow get out and not be held accountable as the ones that did it.